Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. Look at this. We're in season 1, but episode 4. Yes!
That's a nice number.
It is. And next week's my birthday. So,
well, happy birthday early.
Thank you very much. I'm excited about it. I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm older than I was last year. This is going to be a good show coming at you. We got a good top 5 coming at you. We got a really good whatever segment that just came out of nowhere, and an In the Lounge segment that we kind of created on the fly. So I can't wait. This is my lovely co-host, Pocahontas.
What's
my
good?
name is Brew. We're going to entertain you for the rest of this show. Stick with us. We'll be right back with Bread of Heaven. Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. This is the segment Bread of Heaven. Pocahontas brought up something in last week's episode that has stuck with me. And the question was about people going to heaven and hell. And prayed on it. And it's interesting because I usually answer it the same way. Only God knows who's going to heaven and hell. I say that, but and I don't try to contradict that. But the reality is we know also whether we're going to heaven and hell, because he says clearly those who do not accept him do not go to heaven, they go straight to hell. And it's interesting because the Bible says that the road to heaven is narrow, but the road to hell is very wide.
Amen.
Which would tell you, if you know anything about physics, if there's a wide road, it's because there's more on it. My stepmom is a Jehovah's Witness, and she believes that there'll be 100,000.
What?
The Bible does give a specific number, but it's not talking, and I shouldn't have opened this can of worms, but I did. It's not really talking about, it's talking specifically about one group when it talks about the 100,000, or it's around 100,000. But Christ says, whoever believeth in him will have everlasting life. It's in John 3:16. She was speaking of the Old Testament. This is of the New Testament. In the Old Testament, we lived under the law. We lived where God dealt with Israel as a nation. In the New Testament, we're living individual relationships with Christ. So there is no numerical system as far as who's going into heaven and who's not in the New Testament under the age of grace.
Okay.
So I always caution people to be careful when you say so-and-so going to hell, because you got a lot of preachers that are going to bust hell wide open. You got a lot of choir directors, mothers of the church, elders who are going to bust hell wide open, because it's not about an appearance, it's about a relationship. And a lot of times we miss that. So if you're worried about whether somebody else is going to heaven or hell, I would tell you, you're on your way to hell. You need to worry about whether you're going to heaven or hell. Get that personal relationship, get yourself in order, and let God deal with his own people. And we need to stop trying to be God.
Okay, so you said only you know if you're going to heaven or hell.
As far as on a human level.
Okay, so they say like that saying, if you speak it in existence, it'll happen. So if I'm just like, I'm going to heaven.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's totally different.
Okay.
But trust me, people will apply their own logic to everything.
I know.
There is only one way to go to heaven, and that is by, Jesus says in John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. The only way you're going to get to heaven is through him. Now, I know I'm welcoming the comments. I'm welcoming them. My dad, when I was born, he was a member of the Nation of Islam. My mom was an atheist. The first book she read to me was the Communist Manifesto, where it says religion is the opiate of the masses. So I've come from a thinker's background. So if you question that, that's fine. But the only way I've been able to rationalize John 14:6 and John 3:16 is by faith and by faith alone. So I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to state my beliefs. If you disagree, you're welcome to comment below. It's not going to change my beliefs.
I believe you.
I appreciate that. Because I believe him. And I believe the children are our future.
And I believe I'm going to heaven.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. We'll be right back on the VIP Social Club. Whew. Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. This is In the Lounge. Woo-wee. The topic this week,
ladies, we flirting with a purpose.
Is flirting with a purpose okay? Oh my goodness. I'm going to let her take this one because she had me crying, literally.
Okay, so I was just explaining to him that sometimes you have to leave your spouse out of stuff to get the biggest bang for your buck. Case in point, when I went to go buy my car, I told my boyfriend, I'm not going to take you with me this time because, first off, your whole look, your demeanor, you look like a person who has money already. So, with that being said, I can't take you because I'm not going to get a deal off of this car.
James looks like a person that has money?
Yeah, you know.
I'm glad I didn't use his government name.
You know what?
Huh? He looked like he took money.
He did that. He did that.
Look like he took it. I love you, bro. I do. But you don't look like you made that money legally. Go ahead.
And so, with that being said, it's just like, okay, so I end up getting like a few grand off of this car, but I know if he would have went, they wouldn't have gave me the discount off on the car. They looked at me like a damsel in distress. So
she
it's
took
like
the twins with her.
So I got a better deal. I got more bang for my buck.
Stop using that term.
I did.
It don't sound right.
Okay, so another instance.
Flirting, you got more bang for your buck. Go ahead.
So another instance. It's like this little like restaurant that I would go to get us food here and there. Every time I went, the guy would like pile all this food up on the plate. But he went with me this one particular time, and this guy gave us like teaspoons full of food in each one of the little compartments. So it's just like, dude, if you weren't here, we would have had a whole 5-course meal right here, enough to eat for the next day. But since you're with me today, he didn't treat me the same.
So would you get mad? Because you were telling us earlier that James attracts ample women.
He does. And I use it to my advantage because...
You pimping your boyfriend?
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you are.
I'm
pimping
just
with a purpose.
using what he got to get what I want.
That's pimping!
So, example. We go out to a nightclub. We're hanging and banging. We're just lounging and having some couples time. We see a chick. She's eyeballing him. Hey, go have a conversation with her. He come back with drinks for both of us. So what do you mean? That's not pimping him.
It is, but you know what? I gotta give it to you. It really is.
It is.
It is. You
Why do you think?
What?
How?
You are leasing his looks out for your advantage. But
it benefits us both.
They can't go home with him.
No.
Right. So he comes there with you. He leaves with you. Mm-hmm. But you send him out like bait to get drinks all night long.
I candy, that's all. But it benefits us both. Like the time when we went to Checkers. We come through the drive-thru. This girl in the drive-thru, she eyeing him. And I'm like, hey.
What she look like? Go ahead and put it out there.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Uh-huh.
I'll say a 4. But even with that being said, that's besides the point.
Did she have all her teeth?
I wasn't staring at her. I was just trying to get us some free stuff.
She ain't have all her teeth. Go ahead.
So she comes to the window, and I'm like, hey, my brother thinks you are really nice looking.
Keep in mind what she just said. She's in the car with her boyfriend, but she said her brother. Go ahead.
And I said, he says you should give us some more fries and some apple pies. That sister filled that bag up. All I'm saying is, use what you got to get what you want. And my Ronnie voice from the Players Club.
Pimpin'. That's all. That's what it is. But I ain't mad at you.
You telling me you ain't never?
I've never pimped my wife out.
That's a harsh word, though. It's not pimping, though.
Mochahannas. Look it up in the Players Handbook. That's pimping.
If you asked him, he wouldn't say that.
If y'all could see our technical director, he is the authority. on pimping. Is that or is that not pimping?
And don't take his side.
Hold on.
Okay, because you're a man.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let him answer.
Okay.
Is that not pimping?
That's pimping.
That's pimping. Own your pimpness. You are a pimpstress.
No.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
Y'all are trying to.
Mocha Hunters, you are a player in a management position.
Yes, you're a pimp. And unfortunately, you sent your bottom through the drive-through so he could get you some free fries and apple pies.
But it was for him too. That's all I'm saying. We both benefited from that situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Bishop Denise Wan.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
It is. Go on, 3-6 Mafia. We are pimping people for fast food. We gotta upgrade you. We really gotta upgrade you. Oh, you should talk to my mom later. She can tell you really what to go after.
Hey.
All right. And
I'm all about it.
Love y'all. We'll be right back on the VIP Social Club if they don't kill me first. Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. This is my favorite ignorant segment. Well, it was. Wait till y'all see. The top 5 reasons why you probably aren't living for Jesus. Now, I did this for some of my church folk, and I did this at did a stand-up comedy show at my church, and I offended some people with this. It wasn't intentional, so I figured if I offended them, y'all gonna love this.
I'll like it then, huh?
And we actually have 6 plus a bonus. All right, number 6. Reasons why you know you're probably not living intentionally for Jesus. Number 6. During communion, you inform the usher that somebody switched your wine with grape juice, but don't worry, you brought your own.
That sounds like something I'd say.
Yes. Number 5. If you ever ask the person sitting next to you, hey, where's this book of Genesis at? Number 4. If you ever waited outside in the parking lot for the usher that said they were going to bring you your change.
Oh, wow.
Number 3. You submit a prayer request online every time you get ready to go to the casino. Number 2. During communion. Oh, I put that one on there again. So actually 2 was communion.
Okay.
And I had it on there twice. That's because, sometimes they do switch your stuff for grape juice. Oh, it's supposed to be grape juice? All right. And number 1 reason why you probably not living intentionally for Jesus, the Bible on your coffee table has a ring on it for where you've been sitting your cocktail glass. But we got a bonus. The bonus, and I think this should be number 1. Reason why you know you're not living intentionally for Jesus, your youngest daughter calls your wife auntie. I'm just saying.
I ain't got no comment for that. I'm going to leave that one alone.
That's the sign.
I'm leaving it alone.
And you asked if they were going to hell. We'll be right back on the VIP Social Club. That was our top 5 for the week. Stay with us. Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. This is Whatever, Mocha Hana's favorite segment. I love this because you really get a chance to just be ignorant and talk about people. So I'm going to get out of the way. She's going to get in her little bubble. Boop.
Okay, so check this out. What would you do if somebody invited you over to a barbecue, and once you get there, you had you a few drinks, you chilling, and you found out that they seasoned all the meat in their bathtub?
What?
Yeah, all the meats up in the bathtub. Tell me what you do.
I wouldn't eat no sausages.
Okay, so with that being said, what I would do, if I found out that they seasoned all the food up in the bathtub, I'm knocking everything over. I'm knocking the grill over, all the sides, everything. I'm knocking your kids over. That is not cool. Do not invite me to nobody's house who has a bathtub, because I don't even want to come to your barbecues. Showers only.
Can I say something?
Say it.
Okay. My mom had a friend who used to wash dishes in the bathtub when she took a bath. We didn't eat nothing over our house. But yes, she did. She did.
And that kind of ties into people who bathe their babies in the bathtub. I mean, bathe their babies in the sink.
Okay, with the kitchen sink?
The kitchen sink.
Next.
Okay. So with that being said, Amazon.
Pride.
Amazon, I love Amazon. You can find anything on Amazon. You can even get groceries on Amazon.
Oops.
But I was on there about to order something last week, maybe a week and a half ago. Who knows? But when I got to the end to submit my order, it said this. They'll give me half off on Prime if I have Medicaid or EBT card. I'll wait. I'm waiting.
You serious?
Dead serious.
So you can get WIC or food stamps, and they give you half. Do they accept it as well? Can you buy stuff on Amazon with your WIC card? I mean, food stamp card.
So the first thing popped in my mind was, what kind of 4-for-4 eating, dirty bra strap, taking showers with baby wipes kind of foolishness is this?
Sound like Walmart.
Because if they already got an EBT card, they don't need a discount. They ain't paying full price for groceries. They got extra money in their house. Give me the discount. I'm paying full price for my groceries.
Preach.
I need the help.
Preach.
Like, for real. What's the deal with that?
And they got Medicaid.
And Medicaid. A sister ain't got Medicaid. I would love to have some free insurance.
My question is, if they're going to accept Medicaid as a premise for half off, does that mean they're buying an insurance company and you'll be able to get oxycodone on Prime?
We need to check that out.
All right, because we can make some money. I mean, that's wrong.
Okay. So, with that being said, check this out. I've been to a bunch of funerals in my heyday.
Oh.
And when I'm sitting through these funerals, every preacher says that everybody that they're preaching over is going to heaven. How's that possible? So hell just empty, right? Nobody ain't going to hell.
I'm not.
And with that being said, it's hard to say that everybody going to heaven, because I know in the route to a funeral before, we stopped off to Krispy Kreme Donuts and got some donuts. And my son was in the back seat and he ate a few of them before I got the first donuts out. And when I figured out that he ate them, he got a few choice words from me. And I know for a fact that I wouldn't have made it to heaven that day if something would have happened to me. So everybody can't be going to heaven. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I'm done.
So, with this being said, ladies, just take a second, marinate on this right here. What you got to say about this picture? Okay, so this is just a nice version of what I do, because it's all about...
I just thought about that backyard barbecue when you put that picture up. I'm sorry. I can see like no ribs, but I can see a lot of ham hocks.
Listen, he ain't gonna want to talk to her no more after I pull up behind them, because once this rock made contact with her,
but wait a minute,
she gonna see the sun.
Wait a minute, they were just friends.
The moon, the stars, the sparklers. She gonna see it all. She ain't gonna never want to see him no more. She gonna hate the 4th of July after she get clocked with that rock.
But Pocahontas, you don't know there was nothing going. All right, next.
Thank you. So, last but not least, check out this video right here.
That's my girl. My girl there.
Check her out. Look at Lil Mama. All I'm saying is, it's got to be one or two things going on with this situation. At this little girl's school, instead of them doing fire drills, they were doing gunfire drills, because this little girl was running so fast, she left everybody. And you know, the average kid, when they hear like fireworks,
Look at them legs go.
they hiding behind their parents. But she left everybody without a care in the world.
I hope she changes when she gets old.
And then the second thing, either her mama done took her to the club and left the baby in the car, and a shootout started, and now she's like terrified of gunshots. But this is crazy. But in another life, this probably is my daughter, because back in the day when I went to the club, I stood at the door, so if anything popped off, I got easy access. I'm running up out that joint. I ain't getting maced or trampled. So she might be my daughter, I think.
No, you know.
She a smart little kid.
Yes.
But on that note,
I love it. Great job.
that's it.
Ooh, that really is whatever. Oh my gosh, that would have been my kid running.
Right?
Damn. Take off. All right. Well, we'll be right back on the VIP Social Club. I know you're enjoying it so far. We got some really great stuff coming right up for you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. This segment, I don't know, I can't wait for it sometimes, but it kind of gets under my skin.
Yeah, some of them kind of serious, even though they dumb as hell.
And this one is very serious. This one, the STD of the week, we'll let you know right up front, goes to the government in Flint, Michigan. Everybody was exonerated for what they did to the citizens of Flint. No charges were upheld. Everything was dropped after these people intentionally, for over 10 years, poisoned the water source. You have children that are going to have lead poisoning that are never going to be able to rebound. And it wasn't just for money. I look at it for extermination purposes. Because if you have this kind of poisoning, it's going to change your DNA. If you're able to have children, you can pass some of these things on. If you're able to have children. Again, it is also used for a sterilization tactic. And for the government to say, for the courts to say, you're all exonerated. No charges. You're good.
Maybe those people were drinking that water, so that's why they exonerated everybody.
They should be drinking.
That water made them stupid.
They should be forced to drink it and put an IV in them and their children.
So now they're going to have these people around there having gremlins as babies and stuff drinking that crazy water.
Did she just say gremlins?
They messing up DNA.
Yeah, but you're talking about physically harming people.
I know. They're going to have messed up.
They can end up with like degenerative diseases in the spine and mental capacities being depleted because of them trusting the water source that's supposed to be protected by the people who were sworn to serve and protect. This is disgusting.
Very.
I have nothing else to say. They're STD of the week, and they're really close to replacing Trump because he's just ignorant. They were mean and vicious and conniving.
Yeah, very.
They did an ignorant act. He's just ignorant.
And deliberately, too.
Yes, deliberate.
That's what makes it that much worse.
And there's nothing you can say to condone it. Nothing. Nothing. Because you went for a poor population. You just didn't go for color. You went for a poor population. We don't need them around. We want to get rid of them over a generation so we can then claim their property because we know we're going to need it.
Damn.
So, Flint, Michigan, your government and the U.S. court system, you have become our new owners of the STD of the week, and you're in the running for the year prize.
And we're going to make y'all some drinks with that water.
Speaking of that,
a couple of batches of Kool-Aid.
Yes, Kool-Aid. We'll put some grape flavor in there and some red so it'll tone it down a little bit. Don't worry about the bubbling without ice in it. We'll be right back on the VIP Social Club with one of our favorite segments. We won't tell you right now, but you'll see when we come back. Welcome back to the VIP Social Club. This segment is called Raising the Bar. She's too busy stirring in what we have.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mom, who is a bartender, made us a sangria. And the sangria looks so good. It's got lemons and limes and orange slices in here. It's got brandy. It's got a Merlot wine. Some simple syrup. And we got the ice. So we got a party. Yeah. And we have some salsa water right here to add to it. You want salsa water?
You gonna have some?
I guess we'll put a little bit in.
Okay.
We'll put the salsa water in first, and then usually you put it in second, but since we don't have a spoon, we'll add the salsa water first, and then from there, we'll add the... I don't want it to spill.
Me either, because I'm moving.
Thanks for helping me out. We'll just put a splash of salsa in there.
That wasn't a splash.
I know, so I'll put a splash in.
Thank you.
Drunkie. So this sangria, we will have the ingredients on the screen. It's a very simple method, but you want to let it marinate for at least 24 hours. If you can do longer, that would be great, but you definitely want to let this marinate. And it's going to be fun because I'm not trying to, well, let's see if we can get this to work right.
You can do it. I got faith in you.
I don't. There's one. Yeah, look, we didn't hurt nobody. And we put the seltzer water in first because it's lighter, and the heavier product will fall to the bottom. So, which is the sangria. We'll leave this up here so y'all can see Sam's Sangria. That's the name of the drink. I would darn the top if you wish and give it a little bit of a swish.
A swirl.
1, 2, oh yeah. In honor of my daughter, she always says, cheers. 1, 2, 3, drink.
What you thinking about?
I'm thinking about some steamed shrimp and a beach
And some crab
and
legs?
some crab legs.
Yes.
This is right. Mom, whoo, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this.
Me too.
We'll be back on the other side of this break. Hopefully it's long enough to finish this on the VIP Social Club. Oh, yes. Oh,
Well done.
welcome back to the VIP Social Club.
That sangria laying you down, huh?
Hey, look, that sangria is straight. That's like a ghetto sangria, but it's real smooth, and it grabs you from the back of your neck.
And it's gorgeous too. Look at that presentation.
It is. It'll fool you. It's like a mistress.
Okay, anyways.
Let y'all figure that out. I don't have one, by the way. Love you, baby. Well, it was a great show. Really enjoyed it. Thank you all for growing with us, sticking with us. Remember, subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Add us as a friend. When you subscribe to the YouTube channel here, hit the notification bell so you'll know when we post new shows, because we're going to start posting special content through the week. Just want y'all to know that. Thank you, Pocahontas.
You're very welcome.
You are exceeding all expectations. You got man strength in that grip. We'll be back next week with another show. My name is Brew. This is the fabulously talented and beautiful Pocahontas. Hey, James. We'll see y'all next week on the VIP Social Club. Cheers.